look good in that silver and black. Talk about the game, so I'll be handing out cards and everything. I'll be at every Raider game. So. Good evening, Raider Nation. Hold on, let me see. There we go. All right, had to make sure those things is working. I gotta make sure those sound effects. I gotta make sure people are entertained. I did forget something today, and y'all have to cut me some slack here. And the funny thing is, which is, there's some games. Yeah, there's a lot of games. These scores don't matter. They don't matter. But, and you know what? I am going to absolutely have to update this real quick because otherwise it's going to drive me crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy, right? Let's go this route. Let's do this right here. Turf always finds a way, right? Always finds a way. Behind the scenes, one-man show. You get to see how in real time. Well, you don't get to see it, but you get to hear how in real time I fix this. Right? In terms of what you guys are actually seeing on the screen, because I want you to have updates. Right? I want you to have updates to the games and the things that are interesting to watch. So watch this right here. We got the Red Sox, right? We got the Blue Jays, right? Toronto Blue Jays. We got the Detroit Tigers, man. Right? Let me see. Who else we got going on, man? We got the Mariners. Let's go Seattle, man. Mariners. You got who else y'all want to see? The Cubs, man. Cubs. Chicago Cubs. Let's see who else people want to see. You got the Angels, right? Angels, Los Angeles. Of course, the Athletics are soon to be team in Las Vegas. Shout out to the Las Vegas A's. That's how I pronounce it. Right? Las Vegas A's. Do you think they changed the title? Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. But just like that, voila. We got one of these puppies updated. It's not taking that long, right? Right? People want to see. Some things that make sense. You don't want to give you a bad show. And a bad show would be having bad data, right? Then people go back and look and say, what was this? Why was this on? Right? We don't want that. Not on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. It's only going to take me a few more seconds to get this, and I promise we are going to be in the swing of things. As you know, normally I always have this set up, but I was completely thrown by this one. Totally forgot. So a few more seconds, man. We got the Rangers here. Rangers. Oh, we got Orioles. Yep. Let's see. Who else we got over here? We got the Giants. San Francisco Giants. Yankees. Yeah. We already got the Athletics, right? Angels. Yep. And then let me get this last little bit in. And we will be ready to go. Bryant. Yeah, you know what? This is how we're going to leave this. And we're going to get started because I know y'all like, what is this guy doing, man? And then when, you see that the data's on, screen is accurate, it'll all make sense. So, welcome to the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. Appreciate your patience. Let's dive right on in, man. We are a week away from kickoff against the Patriots in Foxborough. So tonight's lineup is all about gold standard analysts. You know how we break it down here. We're going to comb through this 100% and make sure we give our honest, objective opinion, right? None of the up in the clouds and the skies, so none of that stuff, right? So, we want to start with lightning round bullet points covering today's hottest NFL headlines to grab the attention. Number one thing, major rule change, right? Dynamic kickoff becomes permanent. Touchbacks now at the 35-yard line. Overtime's been updated. Hawkeye replaces the chain gang. That's going to be interesting, boy. If Hawkeye ever glitches, that's going to be interesting. I'm just going to keep it a bean. That's going to be very interesting. We'll have to see, right? Technology is great until it isn't. So, and one other thing, man, stronger penalties for unsportsmanlike conduct. Some people might boo that, right? Cry about it, be mad. I'm a little indifferent. All I say is call it the same way and be fair about it across the board in terms. I don't care how else you interpret that. As long as it's being called that way across the board, I'm good with it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm good with it. So yeah. As you know, Top League Buzz, and we're gonna break all of we're gonna have our segments, but Top League Buzz, Micah Parsons is traded to the Packers for historic money. Cheers, Micah Parsons. Go get yours, young man. Go get yours. Shaking up contract expectations AFC-wide. Right? And the big story, NFL foreshadowing, if you will, right? Eagles are in a repeat. Rodgers enters his final season with the Steelers, right? 7 games overseas this year. And, obviously, everybody wants to take a peek at Travis Hunter, Mr. Two-Way player. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot to get through today. First and foremost, dang it, man. And I sure did forget. But no worries, because we are live now. Shout out to my TikTok people. We are live finally on TikTok. Yep, y'all missed the whole, me having to fight through to get certain things. But we're good, man. We're Gucci. Welcome, TikTokers. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We got my cuz, man. My family that always is representing. Steve Jones in the building. Patriots way? Not today. Raiders by 10 points. That's interesting, my boy. Because I definitely don't see that one. I don't see that one at all, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, right? What do y'all think? Fill me in. What is everybody thinking as far as this game? Are y'all on the hype? Or are you down to earth like turf? We'll have to see, man. Sack Town. Rolling Mike in the building. My guy, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy this show. And as always, appreciate you for helping out this show. That's the man with the wrench in the building. As people slowly but surely, hopefully, trickle in. We got another one, man. Can't wait to meet this guy in person. Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. Go Raiders. Appreciate you for coming through. Chewy, hope you enjoy the show as always, my brother. And yeah, once again, we'll eventually catch up together and hop on the show very soon, much sooner than later. I'm looking forward to it. So, and last but not least, man, Eric Raiders Haters Hunter, Erica Channel, salute nation, salute my dude, Eric Raiders Haters. My boy's been around for a minute. You've been supporting, so you always get the proper shout out, if you will. Appreciate you, my man. Hope you enjoy the show. All right, so we are going to start right at it. Offensive starters on the 53-man roster. Starting with the quarterback room. Geno Smith is obviously locked in. Kenny Smallhands Pickett. Hey, this matters. Y'all. Hey, look, if you want to learn something, listen. It matters. It actually matters. So yeah. Kenny Pickett acquired, right? And Aiden O'Connell out, man. Aiden O'Connell is out. Man. He's got that broken or fractured wrist, if you will. So it is what it is, man. We're going to have to move on, right? And hopefully he gets well and maybe gets back into the fold. Running backs, Ashton Jeanty. It's the starter. Raheem Mostert and/or Zamir White, right? That's how they have it, but they have Zamir White first or Raheem Mostert. So, it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be situational, right? If it's third down, you very well may see Mostert in before, White gets any touches. But that's to be seen, right? That's to be seen. So, wide receivers, man, _ Jacob Myers. Jacoby Myers. And Trey Tucker. That's supposed to be the reliability and the stability in the building. Highlight, we got Bash, right, in Thornton. We're going to go through it all, man. I'm just giving the highlights of things. We're going to pull it up here on the screen here real soon. Obviously, Bowers is leading the tight ends with Mayer and Thomas, as that third piece of support, right? It's pretty interesting. So yeah. And yes, Eric, Raiders haters, you have been living under a rock, unfortunately. And yes, we did pick up Amari Cooper. And let's just say he is absolutely not in football shape, which is pretty interesting. I don't know. I would say it's par for the course. Anybody that knows how I feel about this team right now already knows what we're up against and dealing with. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to Taddy, 707 in the building. Would you look at that? Booker is a starter. Jacorian isn't. Oh, really, man? I hear you. I don't know. I'm not impressed at all. Not even a little bit. I think we're in trouble. I think we are in a load of trouble. Good Lord, have mercy. Jesus. Yeah, I think it's a problem. And we're going to have to dive right into it. So here it is. Uh-oh. We're diving right into it. Ladies and gentlemen. Right? The defense. We're diving right in. Defense. You got at defensive end Max Crosby, and second backing him up Tyree Wilson. I don't know how they expect this to match up well. I don't know. Tyree Wilson as a defensive end. I mean, hey, it's what we got. What else are we gonna say about this? I don't know. This is gonna be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. We got Thomas Booker, as Taddy's already enlightened us with, in terms of him starting, and Jacorian Bennett not. And I mean, we knew that. Jacorian Bennett went to a Super Bowl team. You don't go to a Super Bowl team and start. You go to a Super Bowl team and learn how to be a Super Bowl teammate. That's what you do with that right there. And leave behind this cesspool of what we call Raider Nation. And probably after this year, it might end up being the most dysfunctional. We might take over number one this year, ladies and gentlemen. It's very possible we take over number one, and it's not going to be for the right reasons. And in my opinion, because if Aaron Glenn does what a lot of people think and expect, even with what he has, we might be the worst team in football. The Jets may be an afterthought as far as having the worst right team in football. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. So, but yeah, Thomas Booker is our defensive tackle. Or one of our defensive starting tackles, while he is being backed up by Jonah Laulu and J.J. Pegues, or Pegues. Right, I don't know how to pronounce that. Pegues or Pegues? I think it's Pegues. So, right, and the other defensive tackle, and this is a good one. Shout out to Adam Butler. He got his extension, earned it, deserved it, plays well. We'll see how that continues, right? But absolutely shout out to him. And can't wait to see how well he performs this season. And backing him up is Lecky Fotu. And in third, Tonka Hemingway. So that's 3/4 of your defensive line right now. And it looks like our base is going to be a 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the 4-3 defense. That's what it looks like it's going to be. Base, right? What we're known for. Hence all of the linebackers, right? We're going through it right now, as you can see. So let's finish up with the line because, right, we only have 2 more spots for the defensive end on the other side of Max Crosby. And again, this is promising. I'll be honest. These things are a little bit promising. The end situation, with the exception of the obvious, is promising. But you got Malcolm Coons, who's back. He's got to earn his keep. He's got to earn his keep, right? And Charles Snowden. Charles Snowden he's got to be a dude. Let's just keep it real. I'm not going to keep hashing up, the past, etc. But he's a dude. I really enjoyed what I saw out of him preseason. And I enjoyed what I saw out of him, as a rookie. So it is going to be absolutely interesting to see what he can do for us this year. He absolutely will be getting some burns, some breathers. It's going to be a good, interesting situation. So that rounds off the defensive front. That's the 4 in the 4-3 defense that we will be running. Now let's jump right into it, right? We got outside linebackers and middle linebacker, right? So you're going to have a Sam, a Will, and a Mike. Strong side, weak side, middle linebacker, right? Sam will, or, it depends. They have it on the website, as you can see. As far as the Raiders website, they have it as middle linebackers and outside linebackers. So that will lead you to believe that they might see their linebackers interchangeable as far as strong and weak. Or they just don't want to confuse people. Who knows, right? No idea. But it is what it is. That's what they got. More than happy with it. um, yeah, it's definitely more than, I think, adequate, if you will, for the 4-3 in terms of the amount of talent we have too. So let's dive in, man. On one outside linebacker side, we have Jermaine Pratt, man, and Jamal Adams. Wow. So Jermaine Pratt is starting in what it looks like Jamal Adams' situation or scenario. But in the same time and in the same breath of saying that, Adams may have that nickel. I mean, they probably have all kinds of different packages. I could see for him. I could see them having packages for him 100%. So that's going to be interesting to see in terms of that side of the outside linebacking core with Jamal Adams and Jermaine Pratt. Middle linebacker, Elandon Roberts, man. Elandon Roberts. I'm a little hurt for my homeboy. He couldn't edge him out, apparently, and that is Cody Lindenberg. Shout out to those Golden Gophers, man. Minnesota Gophers. They had a great game as far as the football team. And I am in love with their head coach, PJ. Shout out to PJ. He's the dude. I mean, he's going to win something at some point in life. I mean, he probably already has, to my knowledge. Maybe high school. I don't know. I mean, I'm a believer. He's got me. I'm the type of I'd be going because of him. Real talk. I would. No one wants to go play football in Minnesota in the cold in December. Let's keep it a bean. But when you look at what you're getting in return, PJ, man, shout out to PJ. He is a fabulous coach, in my opinion. But anyways, Cody couldn't edge out Tommy Eichenberg. So, hey, Cody, just stay away from the severe Raiders. Shout out to my dog. I know it hurts, bro. He's still there. He's just sick and he just keeps hanging around. Yeah, for you Rounders folks. You know that part. But yeah, anywho, yeah, that's what it is, man, in that middle linebacking side of things. And then on that other outside linebacking side, man, whether it's weak or strong, you got Devin White, man, and Brennan Jackson. Devin White and Brennan Jackson. I don't, Brennan Jackson. I'm going to keep it a bean right now. I'm looking him up. Yeah, I'm looking Brennan Jackson up because I don't remember or recall. What is his number, guys? I don't recall him all preseason. Maybe I'm tripping. That's why we do what we do. I definitely don't recall this kid all season. Brennan Jackson. Washington State. He's a sophomore. Jackson comes to the Silver and Black after one season with the Los Angeles Rams, where he played in 7 games, 1 start, recorded 2 tackles and 1 pass defense, as well as 1 special teams tackle. Jackson was the Rams' 5th round draft pick, 154th overall in the 2024 NFL draft. The 6'4", 263-pound linebacker hails from Montgomery, Ohio. Shout out to Chris, one of these other Ohio boys, man, and spent 6 seasons at Washington State University, 18 to 23, where he led the team in sacks, 8.5, and tackles for loss, 12.5. Added 57 tackles as a graduate player in 2023. So, I mean, it's a big boy. I didn't know much about him. That segues us right into checking out what the chat has to say. Because for all I know, the chat might be on top of this, man. Hey, we got my dog, Robert Pena, in the building. Earth, salute. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show, my guy. We got ASAP Hood in the building. What's up, ASAP? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, Raiders, please celebrate the life and the birth of the Raider, Jason's baby girl. And thank God the kid's healthy. For Raider Jason. Okay, yeah, shout out. Raider Nation Jason? Yeah. Either way, whatever Raider, shout out to whatever Raider. And congratulations on having a baby girl, man. And yeah, shout out. Appreciate it. Pigs. Hoping Kuntz finds his mojo. Now ASAP. Sup, Turf? Love being in this Raiders station. Gravy and the real OGs always saying you are a real one. Hey, I appreciate those guys. They are the real ones for sure. Particularly Gravy. Coach Gravy's one of my all-time favorite guys, man, just in general. Can't wait to chop it up with him and catch up with him in real life again. We got Yaya, man. Salute, Turf. Salute, chat. Yaya in the building. What's cracking, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, as always. And I hope you enjoy the show. It's good to see you, bro. I see you all around these YouTube streets, man. So any chance you can pop in, man, we appreciate it, man. We really appreciate it. We got Raider Pete in the building, Turf. Salute. Salute, Raider Pete. Again, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Yaya says we're good at linebacker. I agree, because I think a lot of these positions and players are interchangeable. I really believe that. So you're spot on. Spot on if you're asking me. I think 100% we're all right at linebacker. We're going to keep diving in, as you know. Let me see where we at with it. We got Raider Pete looking forward on Graham's plan versus McD's offense. That May kid has to learn in Mandarin, while the drawbacks we will sack repeatedly. I think you're right. And I see exactly where you're going with that, Raider Pete. And if it's not simplified enough for Drake May to play fast, and McDaniels tries to, get too fancy, any of that kind of mess, they're in for a long day, even with the defense, or lack of, in terms of our defensive line situation. Because I'll be the first to tell you, there's just no way Thomas Booker IV and John Lowry is going to cut it at defensive tackle. You don't expect it out of Pegwis or Pegues. Why do I keep calling him Pegwis? It's Pegues, JJ Pegues. Apologies, JJ Pegues. But yeah, you don't expect him to be great out the gates. Not at all. Not even close. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Now, see, Raider Nation, this is where we have to have our come to Jesus talk. This is where y'all want to boo me. And, this is where I definitely can see someone will say I'm being very opinionated and very judgmental, right? But the fact that, I guess our slot is just Darnay Holmes. Shout out to Darnay Holmes. That's not where I'm worried. And if he gets injured and we need him in a lot of slot and nickel, then yes, absolutely. Going to be worried, because He's the only one there. And I don't think cornerbacks and safeties translate to the slot position at all in any way, shape, or form. There's just no way. No way that translates. So, yeah. That's where we are at that slot, it looks like. And then again, like I say, I'm just not convinced that this cornerback and secondary situation is solid. You have Caillou Blue Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, starting with Darian Porter behind him. This can't be good. This can't be good. This is atrocious. Caillou Blue Kelly is starting at CB2. Nobody else sees a problem with this. Caillou Blue Kelly, our starter at CB2, he's got to be CB2. We have to assume he's CB2, right? And behind him, as far as Darian Porter is concerned, he's the backup to CB2. Shout out to Darian Porter getting him a number 2 spot at number 2 as a true rookie. I don't think this is going to be enough. And I agree 100%. Yeah. No injuries with our depth because you mean lack of depth. Lack of depth is what you mean. Not with our depth, the lack of depth. So, yeah, that's what that's saying to me because just those first 2 corner positions, right? Meaning slot, only one person. And then Caillou Blue Kelly and Darian Porter as our 1 and 2 at the number 2. That's scary. That is scary, man. I see we got Dean in the building. Shout out to Dean. Dean to me. Appreciate you for coming through, Dean. Hope you enjoy the show. Dak or Kyler week 1? That's actually a great question. It's a great question. And I don't know who's playing. And that's Dean on TikTok. So appreciate you for coming through on TikTok, man. Shout out Dean. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at Kyler Murray. Who do the Cardinals play? Who the Cardinals play this week? The Seahawks, and then the Cowboys. Who do the Cowboys play? Seahawks. I like Kyler at the Seahawks week 1. I like that. Cowboys week 1. Who do the Cowboys play? The Eagles. Oh yeah, no. 100%. You going with Kyler Murray, baby. Kyler Murray. The Cowboys are playing the Eagles. You don't want to do it. David. Shout out to David in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. And you are 100% correct, my friend. Secondary is going to be chasing all season. And it's not going to be a good chase. It's not going to be a good chase at all. It's going to be a bad chase. And it's going to be pretty unfortunate. It is what it is. It's going to be bad. No, I agree. So let's, with that being said, David has brought us into that, final piece of our, what you would call, right, secondary, not complete secondary, but, your cornerback situation. And that is Eric Stokes with the number 1 cornerback spot. Salute Eric Stokes, and backing him up, DeCamerion Richardson. He ain't ready. And we know he ain't ready. He's a project. We know he was a project. Is a project. I think, I said it earlier. Injuries is not going to be our friend. Just one, and it is pretty much curtains. It's not going to be a good sight. It's not going to be a good sight at all. And I don't know how that is going to translate. You know what I mean? I don't know how that's going to translate, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. This is funny, man. Shout out to Sagtown. I just noticed you got 2 streams going, Turf. Yes, sir. I try to accommodate, man. I try to accommodate for my peoples. Right? You have one that is, better viewing in terms of cell phone, things along those lines. And then you have the other, which is better viewing for if you're in the bed, man, chilling on your TV or, something that is much larger. So I try to accommodate, man. Some people might look at it as, oh, you probably don't get enough views. Whatever, right? That's not how we get down. We don't do this. I mean, we do obviously do it for the views and right, people and interaction and so forth. But at the same time, that is my point. I want it to be comfortable. I'd rather have it for where people want to watch it for whatever their format is, as opposed to just having a better one video with a bunch of more views. I'll put it to you that way. And if that's the death of my YouTube career, YouTube, fix it. Right? Fix that part of the algorithm. Help your boy out, because I don't see that changing. Yeah. I do this for the people, for the Raider fans. I'm a Raider fan myself, right? Obviously, through and through. So that's how I view it. But yeah, back at it. Where were we at? We were discussing Eric Stokes and Decamerion Richardson. The final piece of the puzzle in terms of our defense, right? And we are right on time. Look at Turf, man. Shout out to Turf. Cheers, Turf. I'm right on time, man. I'm right on time with everything. And yes, you are correct, Sacktown. Hit that like button on both. Horizontal and vertical, if you will. Right? TikTok, X, all of the platforms. We are streaming live, ladies and gentlemen. It is week 1 of the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show, where the Las Vegas Raiders are taking on the New England Patriots. And this is the perfect time to segue in. And yes, tablet friendly, my dude. That's what I'm looking for. I want to accommodate. Turf, man. Accommodate. I'm all about that comfortability. But yeah, exciting news for me anyways, I should, if I wouldn't get flagged, I would have played the song. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. For Connecticut, Windsor to be exact, Turf is coming home. Yep, I will be back on the East Coast with the most Thursday. Flying into Boston. And I'm hop in A-Whip, I read something, and head to the mean streets of Hartford, if you will, in terms of my old stomping grounds. And first place I probably end up is my cousin's house. It is what it is. I don't know, it depends. I get there kind of early. But anyways, long story short, Turf will be there. I'm going to the game live and direct. I'm such a G at this, I don't have a ticket yet. I was going to buy one today. But after looking, I'm probably going to just wait, honestly, till game day. That's probably what's going to happen is I'll wait till game day. And, because I didn't have it open now, probably. Yeah. But Yeah, I'll probably get my ticket. See, and that's the good thing about knowing that both teams really aren't looking at having a shot at anything. I mean, the only reason you're going to spend a lot of money is because it's the season opener. Everybody's 0-0, so your hopes are still high. Oh, we're gonna have that miracle season. Like, see, us Raider fans should know there is no miracle season. That's not a thing for us. That is definitely not a thing. I don't know any other way to put that. But shout out to Sway Dog. I'm a Packers fan, but I hope Gianti is the real deal. Bro, trust me, Sway. Sway. You tell me how to pronounce that. Sway Top. I like Sway. I mean, right. But Sway, that's kind of dope too. Sway is kind of dope. Long story short, we all pray and hope that Gianti is the real deal, Sway. Are you kidding me? Jesus, everybody thinks I hate the kid, I'm sure. And I've earned that, if you will, in terms of me being a very critical, objective, honest, upfront person at that running back position. It's my position. It's how I get down. I don't know no other way. But I am not. I mean, we saw his superpower. And I've been saying this from day one for the people that have been listening and honestly really listening to hear and not listening to respond. But if he has the superpower of breaking tackles, absolutely, he is a special talent. Man, I've been watching the Dallas Cowboys documentary, and the more and more I watch it, the more and more I realize how special Emmitt Smith was and is. Like, I don't think people get it. Everyone they overlook. They just consistently, offensive line. He had the best offensive line. Like, oh man, the things that Emmitt Smith did. I got your back, Emmitt. And you know, I'm not a Cowboy fan. You know, my mama is. So, you know, shout out to Mama Crone. She's a diehard. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. But you know, I'm going off on tangents. We need to get back to this final piece, right? Because we still got the strong and free side of things that shores up our secondary, which again is a little bit closer, right? A little bit closer to being more comfortable with what's back there. And that is Isaiah Polamau. I like this. I like Isaiah Polamau at the free safety position. It is strong. I'm not upset with that. And his backup, Chris Smith, the second. He's been hanging around. Another guy, man, I like it. That's depth. See, like, that's somebody, you know, that's not a huge drop off, I pray. Like, he's been around for so long. Like, come on, boss. You gotta know what's going on. You know? You gotta have an idea of what it is in terms of being the backup, a breather. All those things. It should be very little drop off to any at all. Right? That's my point. In terms of Isaiah and Chris Smith, they've been there each other together, and Chris Smith might actually have a year. He might have a year on Palomar. Yeah. He might have a year on him. So that is what that is. And then last but not least, that strong safety, Jeremy Chin and Tristan McCollum. So this is where, again, I need your help. Turf don't get up here and act like he know. I don't know who Tristan McCollum is. Who Turf? Because is this something that just happened? Help Turf out, because I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from, when that came from, and we're going to find out here. If you guys are in the same boat as me, give me a second. I got a hangnail. Like that hanging around thing. I had to get that. Yeah, it's bothering me. All right, so we are going to take our last sip and do our due diligence. See, the offense we already know. But Tristan McCollum. Let's see. Tristan McCollum. Sam Houston State. Shout out to Sam Houston. My dog, one of my best friends growing up. And my son's new track coach, private track coach. Shout out to David Rogers and Texas Select Track and Field Club. One of the finest in all of Texas, let alone just Austin, Texas in general. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to push that, but y'all like that stuff anyways. Yeah, but Tristan McCollum is Sam Houston State graduate. Let's see. Let's just go on ahead and read it, man. Second year safety, joining the Silver and Black after spending the last 2 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, okay, we started to, you know, when you want to, smooth arms with the guys that know what they're doing. I'm not mad at this. McCollum spent the 2023 season on the Eagles practice squad and then was elevated to the active roster for 3 games before earning a spot on the active roster for the entire 2024 season. See, this is promising. We played 14 regular games, 2 starts, and all 4 postseason contests as part of the Eagles Super Bowl run. Over his 17 regular seasons games, over 2 seasons with Philadelphia, he recorded 36 total tackles, 20 solo, and 2 pass defenses, as well as 3 special teams tackles. The 6'3", 195 pound safety initially entered the league as an undrafted free agent, which is wild, from Texas, with the Houston Texans, and spent the entirety of the 2022 season on the Texans practice squad. He's a Galveston native. Okay. And was a 4-year starter at Sam Houston, man. I didn't know that. And he led the Bearcats to an FCS national championship as a senior in this 2021 season. That's fire. I didn't know any of that. Did y'all know any of that? Because I didn't. McCollum. Him and Jeremy Chin, very similar numbers as far as measurables. Yeah. Shout out to my crew. Yeah, these measurables. We're going to see, right? Because you already know I'm pleasantly surprised. I'll keep it a bean, right? I'm pleasantly surprised in terms of what I'm seeing. So, it is what it is. I see my boy Stacked in the building. Salute, my dude. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah, Stack's going to be in Vegas. My soon-to-be new home. I can't wait to move to Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to move. I don't know why I'm acting like that. Yeah, I can't wait to move to Vegas. All right, I digress, man. I see people, I get happy. Yep. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so that is our defense. That's our defense. Look at Stack. He said, I want to move there too. Yeah. Well, just convince wifey, man. As soon as you're empty nesters, if that matters. Or you can try to start, like I am, trying to convince mine to just move there anyways, start going to school in Vegas. As I digress, right? I'll be here all night, man. Y'all know Turk will be here all night talking about this kind of stuff. So let's move on to our offense. Our offense. Because this is interesting. Yet again, something I don't really understand. Where do we start? Let's start from the top, which is part of what I don't understand. This just doesn't make sense to me. Is this our WR1? Is it our slot? Is it our WR2? My guess, it has to be slot. I don't know what it is, but there's no backup there. So as a number one, no backup. Right? I'm gonna bounce around here, guys. Y'all all know what's going on in terms of offense. I hope, because this is my side, and I'm gonna bounce around because it makes more sense. Because what looks like the number 2 wide receiver, or is it the number 1 in Jacoby Myers and Amari Cooper backing him up? Is that slot? Is that the number 1? Is Dante Thornton the number 1 or slot? I need help. I need somebody to tell me what we're looking at right here. Right? Where are we at with this? This is weird. This is weird to me. I don't know. Look at that. Just one. We got just one wide receiver. No second. I don't know. I'm very curious as to what people think about that. Is it WR1 and 2 at the middle of the picture where it comes to Jacoby and Trey Tucker, right? Because you got Trey Tucker being backed by Jack Belch. Not a big fan, but I mean it is what it is. And then you got Jacoby being backed by Amari Cooper. This is so strange. Nobody else finds this strange. This is so awful. This doesn't look like a strong wide receiving core to me. This is where I'm from. Everybody's high on Trey Tucker, including myself, but my brother, you gotta come through, dog. Shout out to Mama Tucker. Yeah, we missed y'all yesterday on Turf and Rundown. It's holiday, everybody out and about, but Jesus, I don't know what to say about this. We're gonna go to New England and run into trouble. Y'all see this? I mean, again, there's no so so that's my next question. Are we always 3 wide receiver set? So are we a single back now team? No fullback in here. So, or do we run? I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see. I mean, y'all know Chip Kelly better than I do from that respect. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've been a Chip Kelly fan like that, or knew or know how his offense. I don't know. I know he's got a great scheme. Shout out to Chip Kelly. The man he's not the highest paid in the league for no reason. Not a dummy. Yeah, sure, he wasn't a great head coach, but that has nothing to do with being one of the best and most outstanding offensive coordinators that the world has ever seen. Give the man his props where props are due. Don't get me started, because that's what that is right there. But I don't know. This is my biggest issue. 100% with our offense. Outside of the offensive line, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. But at least we got definitely the ability to play around. Wide receiver wise, I don't see it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see it. We got 5 wide receivers, and we running 3 wides as a base. Somebody talk to me. Tell me where Turf is tripping. I'm not seeing the vision. Y'all know the Chip Kelly offense. It's gonna be more 2 tight ends. Tell me something. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that our wide receiver position, it is definitely contending for the number 1 worst position in the building as a whole, overall. It's very possible. It's my 2 cents. You know what I mean? It's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. 10 toes down. It's possibly a problem. And I don't have a problem eating crow. Always, stuck to what I felt. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I have no problem being called out. But I think our wide receiving room is the worst in terms of depth and real true talent. It's just not there. At left guard, left tackle, we got Colton Miller, Charles Grant. Colton Miller, Charles Grant. John Leon in the building. Salute Nation. Appreciate you for coming through, John. Hope you enjoy the show, my dude. Always support, man. You've been supporting from day one. But yeah, you got Colton Miller and backing him up, man. Charles Grant. Are you kidding me? So y'all telling me if Colton Miller goes down, Charles Grant is going to be protecting Geno Smith for the rest of the season. Yo, you can't even keep a straight face. No, you can't even keep a straight face, bro. Like, nobody can. Like, there's nobody on God's green earth that believes that Charles Grant is going to be able to back up Colton Miller year 1 in the NFL with the absolute monsters. Yo! I swear to God, bro. Bro, yeah, real talk. I ain't trying to be that dude, man. Hey, your favorite pick. Shout out to Grant. I hope he turns out to be exactly what everybody hopes and wants, man. But if you talking about him doing something this year, bro, that's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. And the fact that he is our number 2 at left tackle, Jesus Christ, dude, it's so disappointing. This is such a disappointing year. It's so hard to be reporting this stuff sometimes without laughing. Like, I don't know. I'm not supposed to laugh at this. And I get it. It's even Yaya, you love the guy, and you're even admitting like this isn't. There's no way. If I was Geno, I'm not even sleep. How do you sleep at? I'm faking an injury, something. Get me out of here. I gotta. Charles Grant is protecting my backside. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. I don't know, Raider. Shout out to Raider Paul. Raider Paul in the building. 11-6. You are absolutely mad and out of your mind. With that being said, Raider Paul, I'll bring this up because everybody knows Turf had it at 5-12. Right? Let's keep it a bean. The outlook that I had was 5-12. You know what I'm saying? So I initially had it at 6-11. But with this whole, as you can see, me diving into it right now, Jordan Meredith being our starting center over Jackson Powers-Johnson, right? Our 2024 record was 4-13. We'll be right back there. We'll be right back. I think we'll repeat. I don't know how many times have a team repeated to have this bad of a record. 4-13, 4-13. I think you're going to see it again for a plethora of reasons. But let me just read to you what the NFL itself has to say. Las Vegas Raiders, 2024 record, 4-13. Biggest challenge, building a winning culture fast. Raiders head coach Pete Carroll recently said he's been used to winning for a long time and doesn't expect that to change in this new job. How delusional. Sorry. It's a great goal, but one that will be tough to pull off quickly in Las Vegas. The Raiders should be better because Carroll is a Super Bowl winning coach. Geno Smith is the team's best quarterback in years. I agree with this. And rookie running back Ashton Jancy could be a superstar. And Carroll's run-heavy offense. Do I agree with that last statement? Somewhat. There's some caveats. The tough part for Vegas is that the AFC West keeps improving. It was difficult enough to deal with a Chiefs team that has won 3 Super Bowls since 2019. Now the Broncos and Chargers are straight up legit contenders as well. The Raiders will make strides, but the wins won't come as quickly as Carroll hopes. I don't think we win much at all this year. I really don't. I see a repeat. I literally see a repeat. I see another 4-13 season. I've dwindled down, and because I keep having a chance to replay things in my mind. This is week 1. This is week 1, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is week 1. Let's go to the schedule. Like, this is, let me just, we've run through, we know what we got. Let's run through the schedule. Let's run through the schedule real quick so that people understand where I'm realistic. I think everyone should understand right now, though, that we have a major problem on our hands in our secondary and our wide receiving room. I have to think that you understand that this is a major problem. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But let's dive in, ladies and gentlemen. Week 1, New England Patriots. I have it as a loss. Week 2, LA Chargers. I have it as a loss. Week 3 in Washington. I have it as a loss. Week 4, Chicago Bears at home. I don't know. I'm indifferent. I've been saying we're going to win this game. But the all honest truth is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we're going to win that one either anymore. I think the Bears are going to beat us. Week 5, at Indianapolis, I think we finally pick up our first win of the season. Raiders go 1-4 week 5. Week 6, Cam is going to slice us up. Cam is going to slice us up. Everybody's right. This is my predictions. Like, from what I've been seeing and what I'm expecting. Week 7, we already know. We got one win right now, week 7. That's not going to happen. Week 8, we're 1-7 week 8 going into our bye, right? Week 9, we're refreshed. Jacksonville. We finally get a W. 2-7. We're 2-7 right now. Week 10 at Denver. Good luck. Good effing luck. Week 11, Dallas. That's going to be a problem. We're going to get mollywopped. Week 12, though, ladies and gentlemen, we come back to earth with another win. Second win of the season, week 12. Cleveland Browns. Week 12, Cleveland Browns. We got our second win of the season. Hey, now you got to go travel to the dumpster fire. Everybody knows what a dumpster fire is. That is LA. Chargers. I hate that place. It's another L, ladies and gentlemen. And then now you get to come home, but it's not going to be pleasant because the Dolphins are coming to bang that ass. So, pause. We're still at 2 wins, week 14. 2-12. Week 15. The Eagles, we getting mollywopped. We getting mollywopped. They're going to beat us with third stringers. Third stringers. Week 15. Third stringers, week 15. Now, week 16 is where things get interesting for me. Because I think we actually find a way to get tired of losing. And for some odd reason, I just have a feeling that week 16, coming to Texas, we got a few Texas boys, I'm sure. I think we snag our first away game. Houston Texans, it's just a mind blower. Texans probably in contention. They're probably fighting for home field. And we go in and we sneak one. Wow. All of Raider Nation in Texas come through. It's the Chapels of Huge here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got our third win of the season right here, week 16. Week 17, the New York Giants. It's at Allegiant Stadium. We'll both be terrible. We're winning that game. That is our fourth win of the season. We're 4-12. Week 18, it will be Allegiant Stadium, but unfortunately for us, the Kansas City Chiefs will be playing for something, and we will not win that game. We will end the season again 4-13, and you heard it from me, Turf, first. You know what, man? I'm not a doomer, my guy. I promise you. You know me better than that, bro. I just read it off. Tell me where I'm lying. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? Nathan Strader. Shout out to Nathan Strader, man. I don't even know what fan you are right now. But he sees it. I'm realistic. I just went through. I gave a really quick and brief reason as to why we're going 4-13. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really broke that down. I thought I did really good breaking that down right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's not going to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? And I know what you're saying about totally agreeing, in terms of Grant being prepared to really, truly, you know what I'm saying, protect Geno's blind side. That's a true rookie in this league. It's just, come on, guys. Come on. We know it doesn't even make sense, man. It doesn't even make sense. Nathan, Bengals. 2026 champs. So you have my favorite quarterback right now. Joe Burrow is my favorite quarterback right now. I love everything about Joe Burrow. Swag, the whole nine. Man, we got my dog. Raider Nation. Real talk in the building, 805. What's good, my dog? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Are you going to Mass? I don't think Raider Real Talk is going. 805. I know I'll see you at the opener. You already know we got a whole situation going. Yeah, we're gonna be barbecuing in the whole nine, boy. Casa Mesa Village. I probably shouldn't say that out loud. Yeah, we're gonna be partying though. That's what's up, man. But hey, yeah, I appreciate you like having the optimism because it has left me. I won't lie about it. We'll beat the Pats, and that's how it starts. I hope you're right, bro. I really hope you're right. Real talk. But I think I absolutely just broke down why we will go 4-13, and it's very very logical. We got Aiden O'Connell in the house. What up? As if that's the real Aiden O'Connell. If it is, well, I mean, actually, he got a broke wrist, so it could be. It could be. I highly doubt it, though. But in any event, shout out Mr. Aiden O'Connell. What up? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. All right, so back at it. I left off with the singers Jordan Meredith and Will Putnam. Again, something that is promising, right? I'm very honest and objective, is that Will Putnam keeps hanging around. Hanging around. Like, I like that. He might produce some real value and depth in somebody that you can count on to come in, for breathers, for, injuries. All those good things. He's been around for a while now. And then you have, our right guard situation, which nobody's still comprehending. But Jackson Powers Johnson, we are happy. And they're saying Alex Capper is second. I'm just going to say it. I'm never, ever in life going to understand why they did this. And I'm dumbfounded. I think they had a chance to really hone the craft of potentially one of the best centers that's played the game for who knows how long. And you just disrupted it for your own. I don't know. I don't get any of it. It's a sore spot for me, honestly, because I am and was and still is a great, huge fan of Jackson Powers Johnson. I like the energy he brings. He is an absolute menace on the field. And yeah, I swear, TikTok, you always find a way to do this, but no, where are you going? There we go. But yeah, I don't know. I hope he hasn't lost any confidence. I hope he's totally fine with what's going on right now. He gets it. He understands, and he's moving on. Move on from this, brother. That's what I have to say about it. Move on from this. It'll be something that probably will be talked about for years to come. I know it's a sour spot for us. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not something that nobody want to talk about, man. Nobody talk about. So look, and then Alex Kappa, I've already said. Let's move on to the right tackle because, okay, again, another bright spot. But who is Stone Forsythe? This is why we do this show, ladies and gentlemen. We like to be informative because I don't know who Stone. I don't know who Stone Forsyth is, but what I can tell you is Stone Forsyth. He's been in the league for 5 years. He's a big boy. 6'8", 307 pounds. 5 years. College is Florida. Shout out Gators. My dog, Carlton. 27 years old, man. And let's just read it out. Forsyth joins the Raiders for his 5th NFL season after spending training camp with the Giants. Prior to his time with the Giants, Forsyth spent the first 4 years with the Seattle Seahawks. You see the correlation. 2021 and 2024, Forsyth played 3 seasons under Pete Carroll in Seattle and was originally a 6th-round selection at 208 overall by the Seahawks in the 2021 NFL Draft. Over his 4 seasons with the Seahawks, he played in 53 regular season games, made 14 starts, added 1 postseason appearance in 2022. The 6'8", 307-pound offensive lineman played 5 seasons at Florida, where he finished his career with 40 games, 28 starts, seeing time both at guard and tackle. So he's also versatile. I'm not mad at this. Ladies and gentlemen. That rounds off the right side. And he's a little, you notice that we no longer have Mr. Thayer Monk. Thayer's gone. It's not in the picture. Am I missing it? I don't see it there. I would look at Mr. Stone Forsyth as being our new Thayer Mumford and having him have the ability to switch positions. So, pause. That's what that is, man. That's what that is right there. We're at the 9:20 mark. Top of the, show. Bottom of the show. Man, I haven't said it all show. Please don't forget, like that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit those thumbs up. I'm so terrible at that. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do for that. But yeah. We ending off with exactly where I like to end off. It's my expertise. It's what I love. It's near and dear to my heart. And that's the run backs. Shout out to Richard J.C. Crump, my number 1 running back. My guy. Ashton Janty, ladies and gentlemen. Kid's gotta show something. I don't know. He's got a tough hill to climb. Behind him, you have Zamir White and Raheem Mostert. And then last but not least, who I am 100% shocked. Yes, I'm shocked. And that is who we call Mr. Dylan Lowby, man. Shout out to Dylan Lowby. Congratulations. You made the squad. They cut my guy. I get it. Sincere McCormick is definitely in a better place. And I mean that in all aspects. They will be contending for something, right? They'll be fighting in the playoffs while we'll be fighting to get it together. Probably, hopefully by week 8, we'll have at least the offensive line figured out. I'm hoping. I mean, before the end of the season, I'm hoping that we get our secondary set up. It's a lot. It's a lot to be admired when it comes to a lot of other teams. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. This is going to be a very long season. I don't know if people really see what has happened here. This roster, there's no way you can expect any of this to work. I'm sorry. Call me a Debbie Downer. Call me whatever. There's no way you can expect any of this to work. I'm sorry. There's just no way. There's just no way, dude. There's no way. It's so garbage. I'm so disappointed. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm very disappointed. I'm gonna support this season opener. I'm going home. Having a good time with my people. Shout out to Greg Pearl, Carol Pearl, and my GG connection, man. That's them Golden Gophers. I get to hang with my peoples there. And obviously my Raiders, man, Raider Nation. And I'm sorry, I completely forgot. You see how it goes, Jeff? I even text Jeff earlier before the show trying to get everything together. And I completely forgot. But we are still here. And the bottom line is that we have a lot going on this weekend. We got a lot going on this weekend. Okay, I did have it up. That's right. So let me do it like this. Let me see. I'll see if I can share right now before we get on up out of here. Where are we at? Yeah, I think this might be it. Yep, share. Let's see. How does that work? Bam! We got it up. So, yeah, if you got that code up there, you'll see it. The official New England chapter, the Black Hole, established 2016. So, this is Linktree. Link. I am going to paste it. I don't know where to paste it. I honestly don't know where to paste it. I can paste it on Instagram. If you're watching Instagram, I see Oakland Raiders 702. Shout out to Oakland Raiders 702 in the building. You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to paste it in these others. That was restream. Real quick, because this is important. I mean, hey, we are going to this game. And if you are going, I want you to be as informed as you possibly can in terms of what's going on this weekend. But there is a Linktree link that has everything that's going on this weekend. Yeah. All right. So we got a chat right here. I can put it up for sure. Check out this Linktree. Be sure to check it out. As you can see on the screen, we got let me click on it and see if it pops up. Do you guys see it? Oh no. You guys don't see any of it. Yeah, you guys don't see any of it, huh? All you see is the... Okay. All right. Well, it is in the chat because I can see. And you guys can see. That link right there. Shout out to Jeff. Black Hole New England Chapter President. Click on that link. Get to that link. Copy paste that link. It's in the chat. Yes, absolutely. You will be very excited at all the things going on, right? A lot of things going on. We got Joe's Gracias Crash. Jose's Gracias Crash. How you doing, bro? First time, and I'm so excited for Sunday. Can't wait. What do you think we doing with number 16? I'm assuming he's talking about Jacoby. I think we're going to pay him and probably end up overpaying him. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Let me see. So I can share this. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, let's make this bigger if we can. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks on the screen. But as you can see, Saturday, September 6th through Sunday, September 7th. Saturday at 11:30 a.m., the Blackout, Boston Harbor, Codzilla, cityexperiences.com, Codzilla. 3 p.m., you got the ceremony at Brockton City Hall, honoring the late, great Al Davis. You got a group photo at the child home of Al Davis, then to Providence, Rhode Island. This is Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday, right? You got Providence, Rhode Island. You got the Blackout Party at Blake's Tavern, 122 Washington Street, Providence, Rhode Island, 20903. Modelo on draft, cans and bottle giveaways, raffle items and 50-50 raffles, co-hosted by Public, Raider Nation only, co-hosted by the Black Hole, New England, and Raw. Then, of course, you got Sunday the 7th. We got the Blackout Tailgate, Lot 55B. You see it? Lot 55B. Oh, I kind of passed up on it. My bad. Tailgate, Lot 55B. And then you got 6 tailgate spots. Wow, this is wild. After the game, the official Raw Nation after party is at the Scorpion Bar in Boston, 58 Seaport Boulevard, Suite 200, Boston, Massachusetts, 02210. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, if you need to contact Jeff for all of your needs, if you will. Telephone number 401-338-4722, and you see his email. So that's how you can get a hold of him. But Thursday. Check this out. Thursday, if you're in town. Dinner at Mama Maria. I'm assuming that's a Italian spot. 3 North Square, Boston, Mass. After the dinner, this sounds right up my alley. The Cigar Lounge. Stanza Dosigan, 292 Hanover Street, Boston, Mass. 02113. Then Friday, man, if you're a baseball fan, you have Raider Nation Tours Boston. 10:30 a.m. the Freedom Trail. 12 o'clock, Fenway Park Guided Ballpark Tour, home of the Red Sox. And then 1 o'clock, Boston Duck Tours. And then that is the, what do you call it? I forget code. QR code. Bingo. QR code. So shout out to everybody that will be in town that weekend. Hopefully I did you some justice there, Jeff. And I will cut that up, man. And, try to get that out over the next few days if I can. We'll see. But that concludes another episode and re-opener of the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. This was a good one. I enjoyed myself with this. Yeah. It's going to be a long season. That's all I got for you. It's going to be a long season. But hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do this. Turf is out. Peace.
Let's go, baby. We all the way on the fourth row, baby. You look good in that silver and black. Talk about the game, so I'll be handing out cards and everything. I'll be at every Raider game. So.